So the last time you and I spoke, which was on Power Lunch not that long ago, one of the conversations we had is that you basically can't make generators for residential use fast enough, given how strong the demand has been, especially since we've seen so many bad weather events in recent months and recent years. But there's a bigger, broader strategy afoot for your company as well, the shift to more clean energy, whether it's the solar energy battery storage systems or through the Enbala acquisition, this idea of virtual power plants, distributed energy networks that could actually help plug the gap, given what we've seen in places like California and Texas with utilities in recent months. In a week where we're talking about infrastructure, how should we think about changes or updates to the power grid?
Well, the grid is certainly changing, and that's really where we've been leaning into that with the decarbonization of the grid. So you think of a grid as, it's an integrated network. You've got supply, which has been the traditional power plant format, big centralized power plants distributing power to homes and businesses. That's changing. On the supply side, you're seeing more decentralized power. You're seeing more renewables, so solar, wind. We're decarbonizing our energy usage, which is great. But that creates volatility on the supply side. And then on the demand side, there's also big changes going on. We're electrifying everything, right? So as we bring EVs, as EV adoption increases, that's going to put tremendous stress on the grid. The grid's not built for those types of loads. And so you're going to have a lot more volatility on the demand side as well. So, it's a formula, right? So if you put more beta on both sides of that formula, what's happening is utility companies and grid operators are really having a tough time keeping that balance.
So in light of that, when President Biden unveils his infrastructure plans in the middle of this week, is your expectation that we're going to see more focus on power infrastructure? And if so, just how likely is it that we actually get something passed by lawmakers?
Well, the likelihood of that, I'll leave to those who follow the political arena probably a little bit closer than me. But as far as the what the bill, at least at this point, contains, there's a tremendous amount of spending around the grid, and in fact around renewables and the federal tax credit that is available to homeowners today and to businesses. That's been curtailing, and I think the bill would basically renew that and hopefully restore it for a longer period of time, because it's going to take a long time to shift the grid from its current format to the next format, the next grid 2.0 or whatever you want to call it, the grid of the future. But we're going to need incentives. We're going to need a lot of incentives to continue that journey.
Aaron, I wonder on the demand side, at least within residential, is the growth really coming from new construction, or is this about the aftermarket, people trying to upgrade the homes they already have?
It's both, Carl. What we're seeing is, look, the last 12 months has been, a game changer, I guess, if you will, in terms of the focus on the way we work and the way we learn, right? And so what it's done is it's put this tremendous, focus on the home. We refer to it as home as a sanctuary, but whether you're in an existing home or whether you're thinking about building a new home, one thing is true, is that you're thinking about the continuity of your power, the importance of power in your home. We've all become hypersensitive to it, and we've seen that hypersensitivity and what that's done, at least in our demand for our products, but also, you've seen it in demand for other products in the home. People are investing in their homes. They're thinking about what they're going to do as they continue to work from home, and as they continue to learn from home. They're entertaining from home, shopping from home. Really, home has become the focal point, and having power makes all of that possible.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.